Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're finally getting back around to doing some tutorials, and today I'm going to be focusing on one of the most important tricks in my list of 5 most important scooter tricks. Today we're going to be going over the 360. The 360 is one of my favorite tricks because of how versatile it is. It's almost a trick that you can add to any other trick you can think of, so it's really good for your first set of combinations. Once you learn 360s, you can start doing tricks like 360 whips, truck drivers, and so many other things. So let's get into it. I'm gonna teach you guys how to 360. All right, a 360 is generally a pretty straightforward trick. You just spin 360 degrees, so you land the same way that you started. I think it goes without saying that 360s are kind of a natural extension of 180s, and if you don't know 180s yet, you should probably do that first. I'll eventually have a video linking here somewhere at the top where I'll be going over 180s as well. But when you're learning 360s, it's probably good to start practicing 180s flat because it helps with learning to throw your shoulders and kind of carve your wheel into the trick. But what a lot of people don't expect about this trick is that it's a balance trick. It's very important when you're doing a 360 that you stay perfectly level in the air and don't tilt in the air, because then you'll end up landing nose heavy on your front wheel or back wheel heavy and looping out. So when you're doing this trick, you have to make sure that you're perfectly flat, and most of the problems that people run into when they're trying 360s are because they are not trying to keep the whole trick flat. So the fact that 360s are a balance trick make it very difficult to kind of do off of a ramp when you're going up it. Because as you go up a quarter pipe or a bank and you go to do the 360, you have to level out the 360 as you turn. That's usually when people start landing front or back heavy. I also noticed that a lot of people when they're starting out tend to bail it and just kind of throw their scooters out. So you have to make sure that you're staying flat and holding onto the scooter the whole time. Another quick thing I would like to add is that there's 2 ways to 360. Front side and back side. Back side is when you spin towards your toes, and front side is when you spin towards your heels. Most people learn 360s backside first, spinning towards their toes, which will make it easier for anybody who's just starting out. Also, when you're doing the 360, one of the most important things that you could possibly do is looking over your shoulder. As you come off the ramp and you look over your shoulder, you're looking for the landing, so you can predict the exact amount of pull and spin that you'd need to land the trick. So between looking over your shoulder to see your landing before you land and staying flat, those will pretty much clear up any of the problems that most riders have. But if you're still having problems, there's this one drill that I like to teach all of my students. I always say you put down your scooter first, and you put your arms to your side. And then use your shoulders to throw yourself into a 360 and a standing jump. So I'll show you one right now. It's important that your hands are down to your sides when you're doing this drill, because if you're using your hands to throw, it's helpful, but it's not realistic for how you're riding a scooter. When you're riding a scooter, your hands are in front of you, so you can't use them to throw. So you have to use your shoulders to get that rotation. And this drill will help anybody who's trying to get that balance and learn how to throw their shoulders properly. 360s, because they rely so much on balance and figuring out your spin, can become very tricky. So I hope this video was helpful, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. I'm going to be making more tutorials, so make sure to stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe, like, and leave a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.